Hey guys, we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with stripping the chrome off the bumpers on the 300 SL. And what I like to use is bleach. It works easy and quickly, especially on these parts. You just dump it in there and watch as all the chrome just evaporates off the part. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, let's keep going. Alright guys, now we're going to add some extra detail to the kit. I said I wasn't going to add any extra detail to, but I just can't help myself. What I'm doing here is I'm using my little rotary tool with a drill bit, and I'm cutting out the center of the grill. I just want to open it all up to give it a more realistic look, and then we're going to install some mesh behind it just to make it look more like the real car. The rotary tool is just going to cut through all of the excess plastic in the back of the grill there, and then we're going to chrome it, and should hopefully look really cool when it's done. So why don't I just quit talking here, we'll play the music and speed right through this. Just a little model tip, guys. If you can pick up some of this GS Hypo cement, this is for gluing jewelry together and all sorts of other things, but it's a crystal clear cement, and it's great for making lenses for your gauges, as these look almost like three-dimensional decals. But you can see how the glue just solidifies crystal clear over the gauges and gives us lenses on the dash. Okay guys, now we're going to update our progress on the 300 SL. We have our body is clear coated, and you can see here how the badging just worked out beautifully on there. The clear coat filled in just enough to cover any sort of ridges or imperfections left by the excess bare metal foil, which really helped to hide it and really looks like this is some sort of a photo etch badge that was attached to it. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. We have all of our other badges here. The underside of the car, you can see how all of the body work we did came out almost perfect. Although I do gotta say there is a slight indentation here, which really won't be too noticeable once the bumpers are on, but it just kind of bugs me. I should have done a little more filling on the underside of the body there. So that is gonna bug me, but you know what? Once the bumpers are on, they'll cover it up and I'll feel a lot better about myself and pretend that that little mistake was not even there.
It's so dumb.
So dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
So that takes care of the body. The clear coat laid beautifully. That Tamiya TS13 never fails. I don't think this body's going to need any sort of wet sanding whatsoever, and we may go straight to the polishing. I mean, look at that. That just laid beautifully. Very happy with that. Now let's look at the more interesting aspects of what we've done to the car. We're going to talk about all of the changes I've made to the interior, and you'll be able to see them before I put this car together, and you'll never see them again. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the dashboard, if I can pick it up, and the steering wheel, which I think came out beautifully. Here you can see the Mercedes emblem right in the center of the steering wheel. The steering wheel is painted racing white, much like many of the steering wheels that I saw in the reference photos that I looked up on this vehicle. And I'm very happy with the chrome work, which was done with Molotov chrome pen. The badging is done using the same process I used for the body, which is bare metal foil, and then we clean the paint, then we paint, and then we remove the paint from the raised edges to reveal the badge. And the ring, the horn ring, is also Molotov chrome pen. Sometimes that stuff works. I'm hot and cold with Molotov. Sometimes it works really great, and sometimes I'm not too thrilled with it. But in this instance, it really came out great, and I'm really happy with the way the steering wheel came out. The gauges are done using decals from the Jaguar XKE kit from Revell. I do happen to have a extra set of decals for that car, and it's got the amazing amount of detail that's in the decals for that kit. So I took the gauges from the Jaguar, and instead of painting the gauges into the dash as they were really crudely engraved in there, I decided to just put the Jaguar details in, and they look fantastic in there. Then I created lenses for them using the GS Hypo Cement. If you've seen one of my shorts, I talk about the GS Hypo Cement. It works really great for filling in and making lenses. We have bare metal foil for the chrome trim on the dash. I'm really happy with the way that dash came out. Okay, now let's take a look at the interior tub. We've added a bunch of details to the interior tub, as it was really lacking in detail. You can see now that there are window cranks for the manual windows. That's right, at one point in time you used to have to move the windows and crank them yourself, kids. No push button electric power here.
No way!
Then I went ahead and cut a strip of styrene to make the door pulls, which are there with their little chrome buckles that attach to the door. We have the carpeted interior. Now I also went ahead and fabricated the gas brake and clutch pedals, the handbrake, created a boot for the shifter, and here on the other side you see the rest of the door details, the window crank and the door pull. There should actually be a couple more details on this door. I'm not really sure if I'm going to put them in, as it doesn't really look like I have much room for them. And I didn't really notice until I was putting this whole interior together. There is a very light engraving on the doors for the window cranks. I mean, it's so slight, I don't even know why they bothered. But we did all of our painting there. We added some shadows to bring out the pleats in the seats and bring out some of the details. So I'm gonna put this all together here so you guys can get a really good look at what the interior is gonna look like completed. Now that's pretty cool for a 1960s era kit with very little detail. That I think looks really cool. It's a shame you can't really see the pedals unless you look underneath behind the steering wheel, because I was very happy with the way those pedals came out. But this interior is really, I think, coming together nicely. Still have a couple more things to do, but it's really coming together nicely. So now we're getting set to work on the wheels. We have our tires here. The interiors, the chassis is completed. So we're getting close to the end on this one, guys. Still got a lot to do, but getting closer to the end. So that's it. I'm gonna leave you guys here, and when we come back, we'll have a completed interior. The hopefully it'll be in the body, because after I've done all the bare metal foiling I am going to have to do to the body, there's a ton of trim on there that has to be done in chrome, and we'll be ready to start going together. Still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the wheels though. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I am going to let you go here, and can't wait to get this thing together. If you guys can get your hands on vintage kits, I say go ahead and do it. It's just really fun trying to figure out how you can improve it to really bring these kits up to as close to modern standards as possible. So this is kind of neat. I'm very happy with it. And okay, guys, I'm gonna go, and I guess I will see you on the next one.